All right, welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Star Trek Artemis. This episode, I believe we are going to go ahead and just jump straight into things. And we're going to start in the captain's ready room, where Captain Nolan and Commander Kier are engaged in a debrief about um, the events of the last mission. So, Commander, how do you think the last mission went?
I would have to say it's one left for the diplomats. Um, they are quite a unique species.
What did you make of them?
That is hard to say, sir. They are, um, how do I say, similar to the Binars in terms of how they communicate. There's definitely a language barrier that needs to be broken in order for us to effectively communicate with them. Yeah.
Very good. And what would you give as your official recommendation for how Starfleet should handle negotiations with or handle talks with them in the future?
Uh, Linguistic team would need to be set up along with a um, diplomat who has experience in this field working with the binars, perhaps even having the binars come themselves to help establish linguistic communications with them.
Very good. I'm just finishing up the report to Starfleet Command. I wanted to get your opinions placed in here so that they could actually see what I see in you.
Of course, sir, and thank you for this opportunity.
I also see that you had the ship diverted to the coordinates they gave. What do you think we'll find there?
I'm not sure, but I hope it's something interesting.
I hope so too. Maybe if you find something of great scientific curiosity, it would be a nice feather in your cap, so to speak.
As do I, sir.
Right, very good. Well, I'll leave it to you, Commander.
Yes, sir. Am I dismissed?
Oh, yes, dismissed. All right, we are going to head toward engineering, where Commander Cayne, you have just downloaded something interesting.
He'll look up. Oh my god. Guys, you were gonna love this. Oh man. I just downloaded the absolute best holodeck program. All of the rage across all of, well, I would say the best ships and the best engineering departments, now including our own. He'll bring it up. Tempest in Glory. Set during the Age of Sail or the HMS Tempest? I'm assuming all of you can't wait to participate in this holodeck program.
You see Gardner, he's not saying anything, he's just very carefully moving a little bit further away to another console to work on that instead.
Cayne will look up. Gardner, what are your thoughts?
Ah,
Have you ever wanted to sail the high seas?
no, I get seasick quite easily, sir.
Ah, growth opportunity. A good manager always notes those.
That's
You're on the
not
list,
what
friends.
I...
Anyone else? Katala, I'm sure you might be interested. Did your world ever have an age of sail, or, well, were you all afraid of the water?
Yes, sir. My people did have an age of sail. In fact, we are proud hunters. Though, I really don't care for the water, so if you don't mind, I'll pass.
May, Decca, what about you two? He'll just kind of look at them. He'll think to himself, well, they're the ones who actually do work around here, so I can't take them off. I wonder if any of the bridge crew could use a bit of R&R. He'll tap his comm badge.
Oh, I got a sound effect for this. Hold on. Where are they? Combadge, where are you? There it is.
Engineering to bridge.
Was on the bridge.
Good
I guess
question.
I'm on the bridge, but I don't know if the commander's on the bridge. Who has the call?
Oh, bridge here.
To whom am I speaking?
Hold on. Let me get you a proper officer here. Sorry, looking at rigs. This is Lieutenant Locks.
Cayne will pause. Locks, do you know when Commander Kier will return to the bridge?
Well, seeing it's the end of duty shift, sir, she probably won't be back on the bridge till tomorrow morning.
Damn. Is Rick still there?
No, he switched out also, sir.
All right, I'll have to do everything by myself. Engineering out. He'll tap the comm badge. All right. He'll look around. Gardner, Katala. Heads up. You might be called on. I am going off shift for the night. And he'll turn around and step out of engineering. Guess he'll make his way to oh shit, what is our bar called?
Yes. I don't think we've ever named it.
Uh-oh. He'll make his way to Artemis 10 forward.
Trying to find the door switch. Hold on. The sound effect list is not very easy to read.
He'll walk in, very casually look around. He'll look over to Kira's table in feigned surprise. Oh, Commander. Sorry, I didn't see you there when I walked in. He'll walk up. Do you mind if I sit?
No, please, have a seat.
And we'll sit down. Commander, and he'll lean in close. May I ask what you're doing this evening? If you have any plans.
Well, I was going to read a good book after all the reports.
And may I ask, what might that book be about?
It's a detective book. One about a murder mystery.
Cayne will instantly perk up. Detective book, you say? Huh. Well, I'm not much one for reading, but I do enjoy a few good detective shows when I get the chance. Are you fond of the genre?
I am. I do like a good mystery every now and then.
He'll arch his eyebrow. Noted for a later time. What about, and he'll lean in close, the Age of Sail, Ancient Earth?
And what is this particularly about? My
Well-
last experience on a naval ship was not pleasant.
Just pleasant holodeck program. All the rage across many of the best ships in the fleet. And now, well, happy to say that I got my hands on it. Took a little asking around, but from what I understand, it's an experience like no other. Everybody is just, well, raving about this. I am just speaking to a very select group of people. Wanted to see if you might be interested.
Sure, I will join you.
All right, Commander. I promise you may enjoy this. Well, I have a good friends and am highly recommended from them. We'll be aboard the HMS Tempest, a Royal Navy frigate tasked with protecting a merchant convoy. Well, sounds like pretty smooth sailing, if I do say so myself, and good opportunity to smell the ocean air and just kind of relax a little bit, you know? You know, Kier, you know. He'll step up. Well, wish I could drink, but I'm off to recruit a few other participants. I'll let you know, Kier. Tonight.
Understood.
He'll step out. Tap his comm badge. Cayne to Rex.
Right here. I'm off duty.
Lieutenants. Fun is never off duty. Where are you currently?
I'm in my quarters.
I'll meet you there in 5, and then he'll close communications before Rick has a chance. And yeah, he'll make his way to Rick's quarters.
And standing outside Rick's quarters, you could probably hear some mild swearing, maybe a couple things being thrown across the room.
Tap the door chime.
Where's the chime? There it is. Thank you.
It takes a few seconds, but eventually a voice comes out. Come in.
So instead of just casually walking in, Cayne will just bust in at like a half sprint.
And you do notice that he is working with there's like a piece of wood on there. He has like a type of like I would call it a soldering gun, but you know, it's what you use to burn images into wood and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Lieutenant, I didn't know that you enjoyed wood.
Why would you?
I wouldn't.
He's also wearing an apron, so he's kind of like full wood craftsman gear on him.
Cayne will walk up and peer over his shoulder at the design that he is currently burning.
It's extremely primitive. It doesn't look good at all. You can kind of make out what it's supposed to be, and it's kind of a not a totem pole, but like a pole of some kind with markings on it that he's writing in with the soldering. Not the soldering, but the that is burning into the wood, basically. And it looks extremely, extremely primitive. And behind him, you can see there's shelves, and there's small figurines also made out of wood, also extremely badly made. They barely look like humanoids at all, but there's just like a bunch of them lined up behind him.
Cayne will point to the one he's currently working on. Oh, is that a family piece? Do you have a sister?
No,
Oh. Okay. And then Cayne will look around at his other pieces. Well, Rix, I can tell that you're very intensely focused on a craft that you have cultivated for a long time. However,
not a long time.
well, that's good. That explains a lot.
Excuse me?
So, may I interest you in a group activity?
It takes a bit just glaring at you a little bit from the comment you made and just sighs and just, what?
I promise you, it will have wood. Quite a bit of it. Directly underneath your feet.
Why would you think that wood would call me to action?
It obviously excites you as he looks around.
Not really, no. This is my therapist's idea.
You have a therapist?
Yes.
I'm imagining Cayne and Rix just looking at each other awkwardly after Rix says yes. Okay, then. Well, I'm sure your therapist also mentions at one point the importance of having good relationships with your coworkers.
Fortunately, yes.
And what better way to do that than socializing off hours? Maybe a bit of play. What do you say?
I don't know, coming from you.
I
Last
will
time
take
we
that
did
as a yes.
something on the holodeck, you cheated.
I will take that as a yes, Rix. Well, and to be quite honest, he'll lean in. Commander Kier was really hoping that you would join us. She said so herself.
Why would that even... Are you making this an order, Commander?
I don't know. I'm just relaying exactly what Commander Kier said. Her exact words were, if Lieutenant Rix doesn't show up at the appointed time, it may jeopardize his career. I don't know. I don't know. If it were me, I would show up. 1 hour, holodeck 3. I'll back out. See you there, Rix.
I suppose.
Cayne will bound out. So GM, out of curiosity, like how many players would we need for this program?
Oh no, this is fine.
Oh, okay. So we have like the 3 core people, and then we have the 2 optional people, I guess, in engineering. Should we do all 5 or?
No, the 3 is fine.
Okay, cool.
If you want a helpman, you can invite Gus. I'll be happy to play him. You need a con.
Yeah, actually, that might be good. Kier, are you a pilot or no? Kier, you may be on mute.
Oh, they said
Or-
they'd be right back.
Oh, whoops.
5
didn't
minutes
see
ago.
that.
Kier does have a con of 4, by the by.
Oh, nice. Okay.
That's probably good then.
Yeah, for sure.
Because when we originally started playing the game with the old captain, Kier was going to dual role as Exo and Con.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yep. So we got generally science and engineering with my character. Rick's security and a decent medicine score, I think.
It's okay.
Okay. And then yeah, commanders, con and command, and then I think further security. So
Yeah, so all your bases are covered.
yeah, should be good.
Now, if Rick's on the way down wanted to invite Gus, stick it to
I don't want to take too much spotlight, but it would be fun to play him. Just saying that.
Is there anyone else you wanted to talk to, or can we go to the holodeck?
I mean, honestly, I think we should be good.
All right. Cayne, you enter the holodeck and you notice Kier and actually before you come in, Commander Kier, you enter the holodeck and you see Rick standing there, and it is this will simulate the background of the holodeck. The black and yellow grids.
He's definitely still in full uniform because Cayne didn't really mention what we were doing. So Commander, Mr. Cayne told me you'd be part of this. Whatever this is.
As Kier steps in wearing the era-appropriate uniform of a British Navy officer, I see. He didn't tell you what this was about.
No, he simply mentioned there would be wood involved. I take it by your costume that this is some period piece of some sort.
It's supposed to be on the HMS Tempest during the age of Sail on Earth.
Well, yes, then I'm somewhat out of uniform, it would seem.
Cayne. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I take it, Rix, you don't really want to be here.
Well, I guess it isn't the worst idea in the world to socialize. My therapist has encouraged me to get out a bit more, so to speak.
Sound advice.
Yes,
And for the
unfortunately.
record, I didn't order you here. I know how Cayne perceives things.
Oh, believe me, the moment he mentioned you ordered me here, I didn't trust him. I knew it was a ploy.
At that point, Cayne will enter. Oh, there it is. So yeah, he'll walk in full period gear, just completely ready to go. Ah, Commander, Lieutenant. Commander, you look great.
Why, thank you.
Just from my visual, what is Cayne wearing? What kind of outfit is he wearing?
Let's see here. I don't even know what period appropriate would be during this time period.
Is it more of a nation uniform or is it more buccaneer?
So yeah, it would be British.
Okay.
Yeah, British Navy uniform.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Looks like blue and white, I'm assuming. I don't know.
I threw a sailor token in there, so you get
The general just. Okay.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so like a officer version of that, with a ceremonial sword on. I don't know. GM, I'm assuming there would be like a captain and like.
That is what you guys get to determine who plays what.
Oh, okay. He'll look at Rix. Well, Rix, we'll need to get you into period appropriate attire. Computer, age of sail, British Navy uniform, ensign, size Lieutenant Rex.
And the computer complies and materializes the uniform in the middle of the room.
Ensign, huh?
Well, I mean, I think a senior officer would probably know to show up in costume to the holodeck, but you know.
Very well. He'll take the outfit and start changing.
Oh, computer. Folding separator between us and Lieutenant Rex. Chinese Ming Dynasty rice paper.
And with a little, the little buzzing the holodeck makes, one appears.
You look at Commander Kier. That was a close one. Want to get to know you guys better, but maybe not that well.
You've obviously never worked in a military squad, have you?
Well, engineering, Lieutenant.
Well, things get
clearly
tight
you've
and
never-
cramped in engineering too.
Well, clearly you've never been to a Betazoid wedding.
I heard an invitation, Commander. I would be happy to serve as your date to the next Betazoid wedding you go to.
Yeah, from the other side, you just hear, computer, show video how to put on 18th century or 17th century costume.
And the computer complies and shows you the quick vid.
Now that's where that goes. And a moment later, he's pressed. Will this do?
Well, what do you say, Commander?
It's your holodeck program.
All right. Computer, promotes Ensign Rix to Lieutenant Rix.
And the insignia on your uniform, Rix, changes from the ensign insignia to the. Do you say lieutenant?
Lieutenant.
To the lieutenant insignia.
I believe they called it lieutenant in those days.
Well, either way, it does suit you better.
If you
All
say so.
right. All right, team. Intro. Holodeck program titled Tempest in Glory. As I mentioned, aboard the HMS Tempest, it's a royal frigate tasked with protecting a merchant convoy set against the backdrop of treacherous seas and pirate-infested waters. We'll take on key roles in the ship's hierarchy, navigating a volatile storm, engaging in a tense confrontation with the infamous pirate, Bloody Jack, and making morally challenging decisions that balance duty, survival, and compassion. Should be thrilling, full of ethical dilemmas, dynamic teamwork, and ultimately culminating in a dramatic climax where our choices will shape the legacy of this great ship.
So you mean like our normal jobs?
He'll look at Rex. As I was saying, we will have to take on the roles aboard this ship. GM, I'm assuming there's like a captain. What other roles might be available? First officer.
Pretty. Yeah, I mean, there's first officer. There's the master gunner or whatever. Of course, it'll be like surgeon. It'd be navigator. All that fun stuff.
Okay.
Quartermaster.
Well, Commander, I don't know. What do you feel like playing today?
Do you have any recommendations?
Put his hand to his chin. I have always truthfully wanted to see how you would do as a full permanent captain. And seeing how you may be rapping on that door very soon, nothing wrong with a little simulation to, well, make your wet ears a bit drier. Commander, you've been promoted to captain. Rix, deep down, is there any other role that you have ever wanted to do besides security?
No.
I think we found our gunner.
Very well.
And, well, seeing as how I will very likely be promoted there very, very soon, I will take on the role of first officer. Second in command. But when he'll walk up to Commander, kind of nudge her with his elbow. I want to watch your back, Captain. I might be looking for a promotion.
Are we supposed to be pirates?
Actually, no. We are supposed to be taking on the pirates. But, well, pays to have an ambitious second in command on your ship. And he'll kind of smile. All right, without further ado, computer, execute holodeck program Tempest in Glory.
And you find yourselves, if I could find the bloody tokens, on board a ship sailing in water. And you kind of look around, you can see the other ships in the convoy. There are 3 other ships here sailing in the open water.
Cayne will breathe in the salty ocean air. Oh, man. This is the life. I know the technology's a bit more primitive than what we work with, but charming in its own way. What do you think, Captain? Pretty realistic, huh?
For the most part, the problem with holodeck simulations for me is I think with the 2 of you are the real things here. To me,
Just,
the list just seemed like the kind of like a rat.
Just try to get into it. I know you'll enjoy it. Suspension of disbelief, Commander? Or I guess I should say Captain while we're on board your ship. And he'll salute here.
Well then, look alive there, mister.
Yes,
Well, I
Captain.
plot a course.
Of course, Captain. Cayne will bound over and I'm assuming work something with the sails and the rigging.
And all around the ship, the crew works to maintain the sails and the riggings of the ship, while others ensure that the cannons are secured and are not rolling with the waves. Others are there sweeping and mopping the decks.
Cayne will look over. Lieutenant Rix.
I believe that will be Lieutenant Rix.
Yeah, whatever. Why are you not at your post?
What do you mean?
Well, as the first officer, it is my duty to ensure that everyone aboard the ship is operating in tip-top shape, and, well, based on what I'm seeing, you may have to contend with a possible demotion to ensign if you don't take your post, Lieutenant.
Rix rolls his eyes a little bit, but then just plays along with, "Aye, sir.
Man
I'll
the
get
guns.
to the post."
That's good. I'm liking what I see. Maybe a promotion in your future. All right, look alive, everyone.
Rix will head below deck and see to the cannons there.
So, GM, do we know what we're supposed to do at this point, or are we waiting?
Right now you're just sailing.
Okay. So what do you say, Commander? Captain. I'm going to refer to you as Captain from here on out. What should we do? Should we receive intelligence from the rest of the ships? Should we plan to look for this dread pirate, the infamous Bloody Jack? What are your orders?
Steady as she goes.
Yes,
Perhaps you
Captain.
should get up on and begin a lookout for any hasty pirates that may come our way.
You'll look up at the, I believe it's called a crow's nest. Yes, Captain. And he'll gingerly begin climbing up to the crow's nest.
As you get to the stand, one of the sailors drops a large barrel, and you see a large lumbering man stand there. Mind the fresh water, lad. Spill a drop, and I'll have your hide for sails. Take stock of the provisions, Mr. Harris. I don't want any surprises come dinner time.
Oh. Me? Oh, okay.
Oh, no, not you, sir. The lad right there, carrying the supplies.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course. I'm first officer. He has no idea how anything works on a sailing ship. All right then. So is this guy in the crow's nest? Like, is he on lookout right now?
Yeah.
He'll point up to him and be like, so and so, you're relieved. Go take a break.
Thank you, sir. I'm reading nothing but clear skies and steady winds. I estimate that it'll be clear sailing for the next 20 leagues.
Okay. Noted. Whatever a league is. Can you step down now, please? Come on.
Right away, sir. And I'll begin climbing down the rigging.
All right. Let's go. And then the moment he steps off, Cayne will just bound up and take his place. Cayne will very exaggeratedly, cup his hand over his eyes to shield the sun, and just make an exaggerated, motion of looking out into the seas. Does he see anything?
Other than the 3 other ships in your convoy, it looks to be a nice, clear, and beautiful day.
He'll shout, Captain, appears to be all clear. Should be smooth sailing for the next 20 leagues, I estimate.
Very good. Keep a lookout. You never know when these pirates may show.
Aye, Captain.
We'll jump to Rix really quick. Rix, when you get toward the cannons, you hear one of the other gunners say, "Keep that powder dry and the flint sharp. A ship's truly never at peace, even in calm waters."
Just gonna go up to the person. What is your name?
It's Graves, sir.
Well, Mr. Graves, how are we doing?
Just getting ready for the routine drill at noon, sir.
I'd like to order a drill. Let's make sure our cannons are in working order.
Aye, sir. You heard the lieutenant, lads. Let's see if you can aim without spilling your grog this time. And you just hear a yes, sir, and all of the other crew near the cannons start to load their cannons. First putting in the gunpowder, throwing in the little cannonballs, using the little pusher stick thing to get the cannon fully primed.
One salvo only. Make sure to not hit anything important.
You heard him, lads! On your order, sir.
Ready? Fire!
And with a loud bang, you hear the echoes of the cannons fire, and it kind of rattles the ship just a little bit as the cannons make a salvo.
Reload! Powder only!
Check that cannon mount! A loose bolt could cost us dearly later, lads!
Fire as they bear!
And as soon as the crews get the powder loaded and the flints restocked, you start hearing intermediate fire from the cannons.
Cease fire!
Cease fire!
Well done. Give the men an extra grog. I feel
Aye,
like
sir.
we made this successfully.
You hear that, lads? Extra grog tonight! And you just hear a hip hip hooray from the crew.
Carry on.
We'll head up to the little bridge area as the captain gets up there. Mr. Cartwright, check the log and adjust the sails. We're drifting off course by a degree. Just course, 2 point starboard. Let's make the most of this tailwind.
Alright, so we're sailing? We're turning?
Yep, just a couple degrees. Well, yeah.
Okay. Cayne will shout down to the captain. So what do you think?
Very interesting.
Oh, sure we'll get into some excitement very soon. Calm before the storm and all that. Yeah, Cayne will, I guess, take another look. See if he can see anything.
All right, as you look in it through one of those looking glass things, on the horizon you see that.
Uh-oh. He'll shout. Yeah, he'll shout its location. And he'll say, he'll assume maybe it's dead ahead, or basically there. And just say, storm and ship, dead ahead, Captain. By my estimates, 5 leagues? And he'll kind of say it like that.
Cayne, give me a insight, and we could go like security or command or something like that.
Okay. Where are the characters? There he is. Insights.
Diff 1.
Gotcha. Insight commands. I don't think I have a focus for this, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, he'll just go for it. Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That's appropriate for an insight and a command roll for him. Yeah. That would have been such a good D&D roll.
I know, right?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, the only thing you notice is that they seem to be sailing towards you.
Captain! Dead ahead, sailing straight towards us. Hostile ship from the looks of it.
Watchman, notify the other 2 vessels. Massive Marines, prepare yourselves for boarding action. And she shouts down below. Make cannons ready.
Aye, Captain! Beat the quarters! Man your cannons!
Aye! And the scene on the ship has become more chaotic as all the crew are struggling to get to battle stations.
Open gun ports! Make ready cannon!
Captain, give me a insight, security or command, diff 2.
Take a threat. Strategy tactics come into play?
I don't think so.
This is why I gave you threat.
Threat is good.
So it's 2.
I sent you something.
Who on the ship would decipher Morse code?
There's probably somebody near you that can understand it.
Watchman.
Never.
She hands over the spyglass. The ship is seen the land.
Give me a presence command difficulty of 1.
See a threat.
Gain 3. Captain, sir, it appears they wish to talk. They're giving the signal for parley.
Very well. But keep arms at ready. Signal back.
What should I tell them, Captain?
Inform them we're willing to parley. But give them a warning that the side of deceit won't be met with force.
They agree, sir.
Look alive, crew, and steady your hands.
As the two ships start to sail toward each other, the ship with the red sails closes up its sails and pulls alongside you, throwing lines over to your other crew. The ship is much larger than your ship. You estimate about twice the size and about twice as many guns as your little frigate has.
I am Captain Cayne of the Tempest. And who might you be?
And on the other, from the pirate ship, a plank is split between the ships, and you hear a voice on the other side. Permission to come aboard, Captain.
Granted.
And this individual here walks onto your ship, flanked by a couple of her crew members. I am Bloody Jack, captain of this ship, the Crimson Fury. Who might you be?
Question, is there a king or queen currently residing on the throne?
King, probably.
Captain Cayne of His Royal Majesty.
And Cayne will pipe up. And First Officer Cayne. He'll look around.
A wise captain knows when to fight and when to surrender. I wonder, which one are you?
You asked for this parley, Are you already asking me to surrender?
Aye, we both know you're no match for the Crimson Fury.
Yes, your ship may outgun us. But are you men as well trained as mine? It's not the vessel that makes her captain. It's her crew.
My crew is my family, and for them, I'd take on the devil himself. My crew are the best trained crew in the entire Caribbean. Can you say the same?
Indeed.
But let us not waste time with these idle threats. Half your cargo, and I'll let you sail away with your lives. Refuse, and your bones will decorate the ocean floor.
Are we escorting two ships? Are we part of a fleet?
Yeah, you're escorting cargo ships.
I am under authority of His Majesty to not negotiate with pirates. That being said, I will not turn over a single box of cargo. And I will let this matter go if you sail south of us.
What you call piracy, Captain, we call survival.
Cayne will pipe up. Hey! I think you heard the captain. She said get out of here. You want to leave with your lives intact?
You've heard the tales, I'm sure. But if you want to see it firsthand, well, let's just say you won't live long enough to tell the tale.
Cayne will look at the captain.
Bold words, Rupert. I hope you can live up to your expectations. Now get off
And
my
with
ship.
Oh. I'll hold off for just 1 second.
They call me Bloody Jack because I do what others don't dare. pray you don't see why, Captain.
With that, Cayne is going to leap off of the crow's nest and flying elbow to I guess she's Bloody Jack, right? She's the nearest one.
Give me a daring security opposed.
Okay. Would you take survival for a focus?
No.
Hey. Alrighty, he's gonna do it. Let's see here. I guess he'll burn a momentum. And yeah, he is going to attempt to leap and flying elbow on top of this person.
All right. I believe she would set the difficulty.
Okay. Oh shit.
Diff 4.
Yeah, he's might be fucked. Okay. So he burned one momentum. You know what? He's gonna go for it. Take 2 threat. He's gonna roll 2 extra dice. Ooh, darn it. I don't think I can. Man, I am rolling so many 20s today.
You could spend your determination if you want.
Yeah, I think I might have to go for cool on this one. So would you let me spend my determination against the value, act with confidence even if you don't feel confident?
I was going to say that you just let it happen, but
Oh.
that's my goal for cool. But you could spend it.
No, you know what? Honestly, it's a physical thing and he is not a physical guy. So he knows very well he's on a holodeck, and he's just going to have fun with it. So, yeah, I'll let the results stand.
All right, so you jump off of the crow's nest, screaming on your way down, trying to basically trying to give your best Macho Man Randy Savage impression, trying to elbow Bloody Jack. She steps out of the way as you hit the ground. Really hard.
Sure.
And as you get back up, she pulls a small dagger and holds it across your throat, and then starts backing up toward her ship.
Oh, is she taking me?
Quite possibly.
Oh, Cayne's gonna let it happen. He's not gonna fight it.
I think at this point Rich is gonna come up on deck and just hold a musket pistol against them as they back away. And then look to Captain here if he gets approval to shoot.
She gets a slight nod.
She'll yell, or she'll say, "Captain, you don't know what is at stake here."
And what exactly is it you're actually fighting for, besides harming merchants and the livelihoods of colonies?
You say you fight for king and country, but it was your king and your country who abandoned the people here, left them to starve. And all the while, she's walking ever so slowly closer to the gangplank back to her ship. With you in tow, of course.
Of course.
Cayne.
Cayne will just say, "Oh no, Captain! Don't let her take me! Oh!" He'll actually back up faster than Bloody Jack.
I have my orders. But then, you didn't answer my question.
Sorry, what was your question again? I got distracted by narration.
I asked her what she's truly fighting for.
I fight for the people that your king abandoned. And your cargo will see to it that they don't have a want for at least a month.
The supplies on these ships is supposed to last more than a month. To me, it sounds like your people are just taking the spoil and using it for their own greed.
Again, what you call greed. It means survival for these people. If you will not believe me, then see it for yourself.
And follow you to the dungeon's lair, where you may steal not only my cargo, but my ship. Think not.
Oh no! Didn't give her what she wants! Cayne will say.
So the captain backs up just to the edge of the gangplank. Very well, Captain. If you will not negotiate, then you leave us with very little choice. And she's going to start walking back along into the gangplank with you and her in the middle of it at this point, Cayne.
Okay.
Rudder hard to port. She calls out, rudder hard to port, to move the ship so that the gangplank slips into the ocean.
Uh-oh.
All right, Cayne. I will give you a choice. Which way do you jump?
As the captain calls this order out, Cayne knows exactly what's going to happen. He'll turn presumably to the nearest henchman, the nearest pirate, and just go, "Do you have any rum on board?"
Aye.
He's going to jump with the pirates.
And as soon as you and the captain fall onto the Crimson Fury, the captain will call out, "Cut the lines! Full sail!" As the plank falls into the water and both ships start to move apart from each other.
Cayne will just shout out, "Captain, she grabbed me! I couldn't!"
Rex, give him a full broadside.
Aye, man! Gunnery deck! Fire!
Damn.
Rix, give me a presence security difficulty 2.
Presence security. I'll give you a threat for bold. I don't know, does shipboard tactical systems work as a focus here?
I don't think so.
I don't have cannons as focus, unfortunately.
I know, right?
Okay, cool. 2. All we needed.
And before they're able to get out of the line in sight, Rix, your broadside hits the rear of the ship, splintering wood and particles all over the deck, leaving, giving the ship what I would consider a breach. Before they sail out of line of your weapons.
Do we pursue Captain?
No. Let's make sure the cargo vessels are intact. Let's make haste.
Aye. Get some men up the topsail. Keep an eye out for any more company.
Cayne will notice and just shout, "Wait, you're not coming for me?" As they sail off on the pirate ship.
All right. The distance is widened between them. Helmsman, keep a distance between us and that convoy. Keep them in our sights, though. Bozeman, you know what to do with this rat. And a very large-looking pirate grabs you, Cayne, throws you up against one of the masts. The Navy's finest, eh? You'll look fine decorating the mast. Tie him up. And they proceed to tie you and bind you around one of their masts.
All right, guys. All right. This was fun. At first. Where's the rum? Right? I'm like a guest here, right?
Oh, you'll be a guest, all right, until the captain does away with you.
Ha ha. Okay, yeah. We'll kind of look around nervously.
But look at this, boys! Another prize for the Crimson Fury! Tonight we drink like kings! And you hear a large yell from the pirate crew.
Cayne will just say, "Yay!" and so does the guest. Woo! Cayne is not too sure about this situation anymore. He'll just say, "All right, well, let me know when the captain is ready to parlay."
I didn't make a good picture of their ship because I was not expecting this, Mr. Cayne.
Oh, no worries.
So you'll look at it through here. The captain will step out of inspecting her now hole-filled cabin. I say, "Bozeman, bring that landlubber into my quarters."
He'll just look over. "You heard the woman, Bozeman? Bring me to her quarters."
And he'll see you untied, and two other crewmen and the boatsman basically, probably not too hard because you're probably willing, but drag you into the captain's quarters, and they throw you, like, push you hard into one of the chairs by her desk. And the boatsman just stands over you, towering, crossing his arms, giving you one of the nastiest looking looks you've ever seen in your life.
Cayne will brush his uniform off, straighten it out, and smile at Bozeman. "Well, Captain, I see that you have a very terrifying crew here."
A captain is nothing without her crew.
Well, I mean, don't know if I would go that far. You seem to be pretty impressive yourself.
He'll just look to the boatsman and he'll step away a little bit. The sea may be wild, but on my deck, every soul knows who's in command.
Well, count that as a guest, too. The guest knows who's in command. So what do we do here? What's a pirate's life? Drinking, singing. I don't know any pirate songs. I'm sure I can learn. What do I do here?
I am still determining what I should do with you. First, I need information.
Before we get into that, Captain, I want to ask, is landlubber a general insult, or is that just like somebody who really doesn't like to be on a ship, and you kind of know because of how they look?
It is a term reserved for those who know nothing about the way of the sea.
Ah, you got me pegged, Captain. Landlubber right here, and he'll point to himself. All right, well, thank you. So what can I do for you?
Tell me about your captain. I need to know who I'm dealing with.
Oh, look. Let me just put it this way. She thinks very, very highly of herself. Like, she was really quick to try to step into the leadership role when, the previous captain was kind of out, Let's see here. She punched the previous captain in the face because they got into a disagreement. She's insubordinate. Yeah, she, well, let's put it this way. She's a little green, to be quite honest. I had to recommend she be promoted from commander to captain, to be honest, right? So she does owe me one.
And what would you say is your captain's weakness?
Oh, so many. Oh my gosh. Personal relationships, right? Man, interesting hobbies. She's allergic to fun, right? Like I had to drag her here in the first place. Hey, actually, I found out she likes reading. Do you like reading, Captain?
And she just kind of looks around, and in her cabin you do see a couple full bookcases.
Well, I can see that you two might have something in common. It's, I'm sure it's hard being, a woman in charge of a bunch of men, right? And you're both readers, which means you're both book nerds, so that's probably extra difficult for both of you. You seem to have started off on the wrong foot. I really think that if you give Captain Kier a try, you might have a lot in common. You guys might actually be friends.
I believe we already tried that route.
Well, I might say so. You were pretty hostile. Kind of kicked this relationship off on a bad foot. He'll stand up out of the chair. Is there I'm assuming there's like a bottle of rum maybe and some glasses?
Yeah, probably.
He'll pour himself one and then pour her one and sit it down in front of her. Well, I don't know. I feel like you've been asking me a lot of questions about the captain, right? And that I'm happy to answer. But you haven't asked me any questions about myself. He'll look at her curiously. I'm just saying because, you were pretty quick to drag me on board your ship,
You are merely a means to an ends.
Oh, well. I'm not saying I'm not interested in being used, Captain, but, well, I just wouldn't think that you would move past me so quickly. He'll take a drink of the rum. Does it taste like anything?
Rum.
Okay. So we're on the holodeck, so I just had to make sure.
Yeah. I mean, it will still have the taste, but it is obviously synth ale.
Okay, damn it. So he'll go sit down in the chair, lean forward over her desk, and put his elbow on there and put his head in his hand. Just lean forward and look at her. Tell me about yourself, Captain. Where are you from?
Did you know this, Commander? I once served the crown, much like you. A bright future ahead, they said. Then I really learned what all that loyalty gets you.
So I guess you had a falling out?
You could say that. It's more like I saw the real England.
Yes. I too have tried some of their cuisine, and it didn't sit well with me either. But, well, I'm still on board the ship serving the crown, and you are casting off on your own. Being an independent woman. You've made well for yourself. He'll look around. But why steal the cargo?
You don't know, do you?
If I were you, I would be selling it on the side. Making some gold for myself. Is that not what you're doing?
Is that all you think of, Commander? Wealth?
Yes.
Such conviction. I'd admire it if it weren't so tragically naive.
Well, as fun as being captured, tied up, and insulted by strong women is, a little concerned, Captain. Are you after the cargo, or are you after revenge?
In this case, since I did not put your ship to the bottom of the ocean, it is merely the cargo I seek.
You say that, but the cargo is on 2 separate ships, not on the captain's ship. If you wanted to, he leans forward, you could have sunk the captain's ship and taken both cargo ships for yourself. But you didn't.
I'm not a monster that they make me out to be.
Are you looking for a friend, Bloody Jack?
Friends, no. Food and water, yes.
Listen, I've known the captain for long enough to know that if she trusts that you're trying to help people not go hungry, she may be willing to part with at least some of the provisions. Provisions fall off ships all the time. She may be willing to help out if she trusts that what you're saying is true. She is also not a monster.
I beg to differ. I gave her the opportunity to help.
She didn't trust you. Did you trust her?
And how would one gain the trust of this captain?
Well, the same way that we're gaining each other's trust right now. Some rum, heart-to-heart talk. He'll motion over to the bookcases. Maybe talking about your favorite stories. I don't know. I don't read. But I do know this. She can be very reasonable if you just sit down and talk. For all of her many faults, being a talker is definitely one, and she seems to respond very well to it.
I will think on the options you laid out, Commander. In the meantime, I do hope you enjoy the accommodations, though I suspect they are not quite as luxurious as the ones in your ship will be.
Oh, I'm sure I can make do. You'll look around. We've got plenty of rum, and I'm sure we'll sing some sea shanty songs or whatever. He'll stand up. So, where do we get drunk? He'll ask I guess the guy next to him, Pirate One.
The captain will just give out a chuckle. Throw him with the crew.
Yeah, so Cayne will just say, "Oh, are you not coming with us? You're more than welcome to.
Get him out of here, Bozeman, before I toss him overboard." And the Bozeman will grab you by the shoulders and move you toward the door.
Well, yeah, we'll pick this conversation up later, Captain. And then, he will be tossed with the crew.
All right, we'll head back to the Tempest. Both ships have made a good distance away from each other at this point. Your spotter has noted that the Crimson Fury is keeping pace on you, but keeping their distance. Like they're shadowing your movements.
Kira's gonna look at the map to figure out how far we have to go to port.
Give me an Insight or Reason Con difficulty of 1. Gain 2. So you start looking over the maps and the sea charts, and Just from what you're gathering, it looks like your port of call that you're sailing the supplies to is still probably a week or so sail away. But you do notice that there does seem to be a small island, maybe about half a day's travel away from here as well.
Straight along our trail, Captain. Probably attack at any moment.
It would be simple just to give them half the cargo, but this island here might be where Bloody Jack takes port.
It's possible. Do you think they'll attack beforehand?
I suspect we'll most likely be attacked by the time we get either away or near the island.
Do we know anything about the island, its topography?
Who did you ask?
The topography of the island. If it's been shown.
Yeah, according to the map, it's a really small and flat island. Maybe half a mile total in length. I guess what would that be in kilometers? Maybe 1.5 kilometers.
Okay.
You know, relatively small in size. But this is just what you're gleaming off of the map.
Yeah. What are we to do, Captain?
Now we need to pick up speed, which would need dumping some of the cargo.
I don't think our employers would be too glad about that, but under the circumstances.
And there's the matter of Mr. Cayne.
Well, I had a feeling he wanted to be taken.
Well, as did I.
have a very...
TM, what cargo
Go
are we
ahead.
carrying?
Mostly grains, food stocks, clean water.
I have an idea, Captain. Pretty bad idea, but it's the only thing I can come up with at the moment. If we emptied one of our convoy ships, transferred over as much cargo as possible, and then loaded it up with as much gunpowder as we could spare, we could turn it into a fire ship, a trap to set up. Once their ship got close with fire and could potentially hurt them enough for us to be able to take them down. It's risky and, as I said, a bad plan, but
GM, what else is on our path?
Currently, it's clear sailing.
No, I meant like on the map.
Oh, those were the only points of note. Is there like something specific you're looking for?
Well, like how close we are to, I'm assuming, the North American continent.
Oh, you're probably a few hundred miles from the continent. Like you are in the Caribbean, you know, like amongst some of the islands. You're probably close to the South America, but you're still a few hundred miles from there. You know, probably like near, you know, between, let's just call it like St. Lucia and Martinique. You know, so like in the eastern island chain.
Helm, turn us north.
Aye, Captain. Turning ship north now.
You have a plan cooking?
Seeing how much damage she's taken. Well, now she can steer her ship properly.
You do notice that they do make the course correction, but the turning radius is not as tight as it was. They are able to match speed, however.
Helm, bring us, stay on this course for 1 league, and then turn us back towards our original heading.
Aye, Captain. And the appropriate time passes, and they make that course correction. When you hear down from the crow's nest, Captain! Dead ahead! A large storm! And on the horizon, filling the entire horizon, you just see this large storm heading in your direction.
Batten down the hatches. We're going to ride through it.
Captain, this could actually present us with a good opportunity. A vessel their size would have a much harder time navigating in this storm, while we could sweep in and attack them during it.
Is there on the map a safe spot that the cargo ships could head towards?
The only real spot that I would consider not to be in open water is probably toward the closest island. The smaller one. They might be able to, weigh anchor behind it to, use the island kind of to buffer them against the high waves and the storm.
have to stay with the convoy. If this storm causes any damage or they drift off course, make you lose a ship.
I'd say it's riskier to have them wait. It's better to take them now, during this opportunity. We can have our convoy ships proceed ahead and set a rendezvous. At least the convoy ships would be more or less on the safe side and can go on without us, should we perish.
Then I'll trust your judgment. Watchers, send notice to the other 2 vessels to make at least along this path of coordinates. When they approach the island, to have us then wait for us.
Aye, Captain. Signaling now.
Make the ship
I'm
ready
assuming-
for the storm and attack.
All right, we'll head back to the pirate ship for now. Here's my pirate ship. So, Cayne, you were just being thrown out with the crew?
Yep, just parting with the crew.
So there are a couple sailors who are off duty. One of them will say, "I swear this rum tastes better than gold, and I had plenty of both."
Cayne will.
You see a couple other kind of on the drunker side. "Don't spill your drink, you clumsy lubber. That's worth more than your share of the plunder."
Cayne will just look around and just smile. I'm at home. And yeah, he'll walk up to the crew and just take a seat at the table. I'm assuming they're at a table.
Sure. Yeah, probably below decks at one of those long tables or whatever where they get their meals from.
Okay. He'll look around and just say, "So who's got the rum?"
They'll look at you with kind of a mean look, slide a bottle over to you. One of them will point to you and speak up. "Careful with that bottle, mate. That's the only thing keeping you from being the ugliest thing on this ship."
Oh, we'll see about that. He'll take a swig. Oh. This? Is this what you guys are drinking? Oh. He'll wipe his mouth off. Oh, God. This is swell. Computer, top shelf rum, dark rum, 20th century, middle of the table.
And a bottle will appear.
There we go. It's more suited to our drinking tonight. He'll grab the bottle and take a swig. Pass it to the guy on his right.
You pass it to the guy on his right, and he is really inebriated. And before he takes a drink, he'll kind of boast. They say I once drank a whole barrel of rum, and I still beat 10 men in a brawl. Can't say if it's true, but it sounds right. And he'll take a swig, almost falling off the stool before pounding the glass back on the table.
Cayne will just give him a quick slap across the face. He'll just say, "You beat 10 men and didn't see that one coming, huh?"
It's kind of kind of try to slap your hand away. I could take you and your Navy men anytime.
All right, he'll look at the other ones. This one's the drunk. Do we have cards or something, or do you just get drunk and talk all night?
On this ship, we play with dice.
Alrighty. I'm down. How do we play?
Oh, and if you guys wanted to, feel free to play some of the other crew. Do you have coins, sailor?
Cayne will say, "Let me check." And then he'll make an exaggerated sort of pantomime of like leaning over below the table to check his pockets. And then just under his voice say, "Computer, I don't know, 50 gold coins, 17th century British currency."
And a pouch will appear in your hand that's under the table.
He'll bring it up under the table. "Wow, your men are very bad at searching their prisoners. They let me have this." "Huh." He'll open up the pouch. "So how much are we betting?"
It's 5 pence a game.
So he'll pull out one of the gold coins and put it on the table, not knowing how much a pence is, of course, and just say, "Is this enough?"
The other pirates in the room will kind of get this like this glint in your eye, and they'll say, "Oh, no, it's more than that."
Okay. He'll reach into his pouch, take out a handful, and just slap him on the table. 1, 2. Okay, 8 here. You said 5, right? This should be more than enough.
One of the other pirates will say, "You know English, you're all right. You could play with us."
All right. He'll put his hands together and rub them together. What do I do?
All right. We roll dice, you see. And we have to try to guess how many 6s are rolled. The one who guesses correctly gets the coin.
Okay. So we each roll dice, and we each guess how many 6s we're going to roll? Or one person rolls the dice, and then we all guess how much they're going to roll?
We each roll 5 dice. And we try to guess how many dice are collectively rolled on the table.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's the game that was in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, I saw the first movie. Right?
No, this
Yeah.
was like the second or third one.
Gotcha.
So basically how this game works, and maybe I'll tap the other two to play it with you. They each roll 5 dice. You'd roll private to yourself, and then you'd be like 6 6s or 11 6s or something along those lines.
Okay. Yeah, so you roll the dice. You don't reveal your dice, so it's kind of like
Correct.
poker, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, in a way.
Okay.
There was a game I used to play in a bar that was called Ship Captain and Crew, but I have no idea how to play it anymore. You know, it's one of those bar games. You just roll dice and then they tell you what to do and you end up drinking.
Oh, yeah. Very familiar with those. Gotten very drunk off those.
So Rix and Kerr, if you wanted to take over for the Pirates.
Let's go, guys.
Just tell us what to do.
So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there's a way to give yourself private roles.
Yep.
Basically, what I would want you guys to do is roll your dice privately, and then you're just going to basically pick a number.
That is not the way.
And that was a public roll. So, like, for instance, if we were to say 6s, you would try to guess how many 6s would be on the table.
I'll say self-roll here, but how do I make it a self-roll?
Yeah. I mean, how do I privately roll the dice anyway?
Rix was able to. It should be like right above the little chat box.
Oh, I did it?
Like public roll. Yeah. Your dice says privately rolled some dice.
Oh, okay, cool.
on my end.
Okay, yeah.
Kieran, Cayne, I still see your dice rolls though. But like, there's a little drop-down bar like right above the text box.
Yeah.
That
You self-roll.
says like public roll. Mine says private roll, self roll, blind roll. It's one of those options. I don't know which one Rick's picked.
I have self-roll.
Yeah, self roll. That looks good.
When you say the like the text box, like the chat screen?
Yeah, it's like right above the chat box.
Yeah. Bottom right, basically. Just on top, there's a dial. Besides the dice,
Gotcha.
menu.
So whoever goes first, they would just announce like the face value and the number of dice. So you could say 3 or like 6 3s or something.
And then you have to call each other's dice if they're correct or not. Is that how it works?
I'm just double checking the rules really quick.
Gonna be hearing this holodeck song in my sleep tonight.
But we're gonna listen to the shipping forecast.
That's what I'll have to listen to get the holodeck song out of my head.
All right, so basically it starts with one player. You're going to announce the face value and the number of dice that you think is showing under all of the cups in the game. The turns rotate anti-clockwise. And your options are for the next player is to either make a higher bid or to challenge the other person's bid. So, like for example, let's say Cayne says, let's say you believe that there are 3 threes, and then Kier would say 5 threes, and then Rix would say you're a liar, and then they all show your dice. You know, something along those lines.
Cool. So in order to play, we all buy in to that round?
Yeah.
Okay.
You bid, which they said is 5 pence.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, let's play around. Alrighty. So we roll 5d6, I believe.
But there is also the option to change the number 2. So if someone says like 3 threes, you could say 4 fours or something. Just start playing. We'll figure it out.
Gotcha.
The rules aren't very long, so.
All right. So I just did a self roll. Can you guys see what I rolled?
It says privately rolled,
Perfect.
so not even I can see them. Now, I don't know how you would make this public. That is the only question.
I mean, I can post my results in the chat.
Or just send it to me, I guess.
That too. All right, so I rolled mine. He'll look at his dice and say, 6 5s.
So now we either call something else or we call him a liar.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, wait. So I'm calling the total number of 5s that everyone has rolled.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
everyone has to roll. Okay.
Yeah. So we all roll.
Yeah.
And then-
Yeah. Everyone rolls their dice, and then one person would start, and I think it would be fitting for Cayne to start. You know, guest and whatnot.
Let me try, because you can do a private GM roll, so maybe that would be the easiest way. So you can keep track of all of the rolls, maybe.
Oh yeah. We'll see if that works.
Yeah. How many dice was it to roll again?
5.
5 sixes. 5d6.
Yeah, 5d6.
Try that. Can you see mine now?
Let's see. Right click on the roll.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha. Okay.
I can see yours, Adrian. Just for funsies, Cayne, see if practice thing works to see if you can reveal yours to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Can do that too.
Yeah,
And
so I get the option to.
And then if that works, we'll start it again and we'll do it that way.
Okay.
Yeah, that worked.
Yep, so I just revealed.
That worked. I can see it.
All right, I threw in a divider, so if everyone wants to do their private roll.
Okay.
All right, Cayne, you can start.
3 ones.
Force! An older man will say, who's also playing at the table.
So what'd you say? 4 4s?
Force! Aye!
Alrighty, Kier. What's your bet?
Two fours.
Alrighty. So we got 4 4s, 2 4s, and then I think I said 3 1s.
Kier, what was your wager? All right, Cayne, it'll come to you. You'd either have to bet higher on 4s or you'd have to move up in the face value. Or you could call him a liar and hope that there are less than 2 4s.
So I could increase the number of 4s.
Yeah. Technically, the rules are you could only either increase the number of whatever the last person bet, or you change the face until you can't anymore, basically until you get the 6, or you call them a liar.
And then when you say change the face.
So like, it'd be like you'd be like 3 5s.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I think my original one was 3 1s, so I don't think I can use that again, right?
No. Everything is about increasing the number. So you could either increase the quantity of 4s, or you change the face to a
Gotcha.
higher number.
Gotcha. Okay. And then they have to get exactly 2 4s in order
From
to
what
win.
I understand is they just can't go over.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Oh, I see.
Then if you call them a liar and they lose a dice, and they're eliminated when they lose all their dice.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Well, in that case, yeah, I'll go 2 5s.
Right, it'll be 2 5s to Rix.
Okay, now I have to either call him a liar or say something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can increase the number of 5s. You can change it to a 6, or you call him a liar.
3 2s.
You got to go up in the number, so it'd be like 3 5s.
Um, 3 6s.
You're a liar.
All right. So at this point, since Kier challenged Rix, everyone reveal your dice, and it appears that Rix is a liar.
Ooh.
I be a liar, mate. I don't know what the accent is, but I'll keep doing it.
Has a little bit of an Irish accent in there.
It's something.
All right. So Rix would technically lose a dice for the next hand, and then everybody rolls their 5, and Rix, you would roll 4. And then Rix, since you lost, you would start the. You would start.
How many would I roll, say?
4.
4 d6s?
Yes.
Okay. And I start?
Yep.
3 1s.
Two twos.
So the rules are 2 or less.
So it's 2 2s.
Yep.
So you'd either increase the number of 2s or say a higher face number.
And if I call her a liar, it has to be like 2 or less 2s.
Yeah.
Okay. Cayne will just lean over and go, You're a liar. Like, right in her face, in a very dickish way.
So the rules say here, if the bid is valid at least as many as the face value, the bidder wins. So if there's at least 2 twos, Kier would win. But if there's only 1 2, for example, then you would win.
Gotcha.
In case that determines your thing.
It absolutely will, because that's a low number. It's a low bar to meet for a 2. All right, he will build on that, and just say 3 threes.
Aye.
All in.
3 threes.
One of the sailors around you, old man, you can't bid what he just bid.
I can! Who says I can't? I'll duel you right now!
Sit down, old man. You don't want any of this.
Oh, shoot your fucking head off!
Cayne's just going to be grinning the entire time. We'll lean over and just be like, did you guys hear that?
They're what, matey?
Somebody just said that you two should fight. That's so weird.
You be calling me old? I be calling you a bastard!
I've seen barnacles with more backbone than you when it comes to holding your liquor.
Your mama abandoned you when you were little because you were so ugly!
Careful, mate. You drink too much. You'll end up overboard again.
But I can hold me liquor! You can't even drink 1 drink without passing out!
I could drink like a fish, mate. But it's a shame you can't swim like one.
You want a drinking contest, eh? I'll drink you sober till your next life!
Well, if you're going to sing, at least drink it down with 1 more rum.
Give us rum! All of it!
And they both lighten the mood and they drink a few more of your strong rum.
Cayne is just going to sigh. I'll get him to fight. It's only a matter of time. All right, guys. Next round. And yeah, I guess they'll just keep playing and drinking.
Just as you start to get into the game and wanting to drink more, warning bells start to sound ding 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 ding. All hands, storm on the horizon! And I think with that, we'll head back to the Tempest. As the storm does get ever closer to their ships, that you are starting to feel the brunt of the waves as they start to increase to 10-foot swells.
Look alive, let's make use of this wave. This wind. Monsieur, full sail.
One second. Reef the sails, you lazy dogs, or we'll be torn to shreds! Hold that line, or that's the depths for all of us! Your crew starts saying, to the pumps! She's taking on water!
Riggs will go and help with the pumping.
Rick, as you go below deck, you hear someone scream, "Someone secure the cannon! If that breaks loose, it'll sink us before the sea does!" As the ships is starting to be violently thrown side to side and the cannons are starting to move on its wheels.
A moment! I'm gonna go and make sure the cannons are secure first.
One of the crews by you says, "This isn't a storm, it's the wrath of Poseidon himself!"
Hey,
Prepare to
Kingman!
load the ports.
Hey, Kidman! Grab a hold!
Aye, sir. Heave! Heave! As both you and him get the cannon into position and secured down.
Load port side cannons.
You men, hold fast! You, get the cannon and powder! Close the cannon ports, don't open them until we're up on top of them. Keep as much water away from the cannons as possible while we load.
Sir, these waves are as tall as mountains. It's hard to keep the powder dry.
Close the gun ports. Keep it dry.
Up on deck, Captain, you can hear large creaking in your main mast. Captain, the mast is cracking! We'll lose her if this keeps up!
Hoist the sails.
You'll hear up from the lookout. Captain, wave to port! Brace yourself! Everyone give me a drink on difficulty of 1.
I'll take a momentum.
Make sure you're not on self-row.
Oh yeah. I got 2 successes. I can reveal them.
Ah, there it is. Cool.
What about that?
With the ample warning, you two are able to brace yourselves as the wave crashes into the side of the ship, dumping water over the rail and pushing back some of the cannons on that side back, but the strings hold.
Kier's gonna look back to see where the Bloody Jack is at.
You notice that the Bloody Jack has just raised all of its sails.
Is she no longer gaining piranhas?
Currently, she's starting to lose ground because they raised the sails.
Helm, hard to port. We're as tall as the ship.
I'm trying to, Captain! The sea's fighting me all the way!
She'll go over and help turn the ship. What?
Give me a fitness con difficulty of 2.
I'll give you 1/3 to momentum.
All right, with your help, with you and the helmsman, you get the ship turned toward the Crimson Fury. Just as a wave hits hits toward the port of their ship, and as it does, the tension in the wheel lets go, and the helmsman will say, "Where is my?" Oh, where's that line? Captain, the rudder's gone, sir. We're at the storm's mercy now.
Raise the sails.
And then we'll head over to the Crimson Fury really quick, as the scene on there is just as chaotic. As Bloody Jack steps out and starts taking command. To your stations, all of you! If you'd rather drown than fight, then get off my ship!
Cayne will like raise his hands and look around. He'll look at her. What do I do?
You fight to keep this ship afloat!
Okay. I don't know how to do that. And he'll like, I guess, go to the guns.
You there! Help me tie this cannon down before it takes us all out!
Okay. And so I'm assuming Cayne knows like basic mechanics and physics of these things. Probably not an expert. He'll try to do it in such a way, like help them in such a way that like renders the cannon inoperable, basically. Like, so he'll try to tie it down at maybe an angle that kind of offsets its firing line.
All right, give me a daring engineering Div 2 Comp 2.
All right. Huh. Really don't think I have a focus for this. So it's Daring Engineering Div 2 Comp 2. Take a threat. Yeah.
Gain 1. And you help him tie it down.
Okay. But it's like incorrect, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, done. That was easy. What else do you want me to do?
In over one of the lookouts, they say, "Wave coming! Brace yourselves!" And just as he says that, the ship is hit with a large wave. And then you just hear a lot of people, "Men overboard! Someone threw a line if the sea hasn't claimed him already!"
Oh, that sucks. Oh, man.
Another person will run up from underneath and will yell, Captain, we're taking on water! She's listing! As the ship starts to, have like a few degree list to one of the sides.
All right, so Cayne is now seriously considering how he's going to get off the ship. He'll look at the captain. What do we do?
The sea can rage all she wants. It won't take me, and it won't take you. Get down there and start getting that water out.
Sure. And he'll go down below deck and then see what he can do to help shunt the water out.
You get down there and you see like a hand pump with like a couple hand pumps with several of the crew probably in waist deep water, trying as frantically as possible to pump the water out.
Yeah, I mean, is there any quicker solution to like help move the water out that he can see?
You're the engineer.
Oh God. With a hand pump? Okay. Yeah, he'll look around. I mean, is there anything? All right, so they're probably shoveling the water out. So first and foremost, yeah, we'll need to get it out of a window, I guess. I'm assuming. Are we pretty much at waterline in this part of the ship, or are we above?
Maybe even with.
Okay.
You're toward the bottom of the ship. In the hull of it.
Gotcha.
Where it makes the V form or whatever.
Gotcha. How big is the hole that the water's coming through?
Well, it was one of the ones that Rix blew a hole in earlier, so it's a little larger than Cannonball. Rip some of the planks across.
Gotcha. Yeah, Cayne's a cheater. So he's just gonna say, computer, repair hole in hull of the ship.
And almost like magic, the hole in the ship is repaired. As if the cannons did not rip a hole in it.
All right, we have some water down here. We have to get it out. Computer, materialize 10 meter by half meter plasteel tubing.
And the program complies.
All right. And he'll ask the computer to create a suction at the ends of plasteel tubing that's like outside of the ship. So basically sucking the water like a straw, essentially, from the inside of the ship, through the tubing, out of the ship.
All right, give me a... This will probably be like a presence engineering difficulty to create the advantages and ensure they work and whatnot.
Okay. Yeah, take a threats. Yeah, he doesn't have anything for like mechanics. All right, he'll try it. Yeah, I'll take it.
I gain a momentum. And yeah, almost like mechanical magic, the water is starting to be sucked out very quickly. What was once waist height, within a matter of 30 seconds, is now down to knee height.
See, guys, that wasn't so hard. No problem. Think you guys got it down here? All right, good. Don't let that happen again.
Witch! There'll be a witch! You see the old man pointing a musket at you.
Computer, remove old man as character from holodeck program.
Go away!
That's one way.
All right, he'll look around. Anybody else think I'm a witch? Anybody else want to say that? Good. Do your jobs. This is how I run my engineering department on my own ship. Let me know if you need anything, and he'll walk out.
As you walk back on deck, the person in the crow's nest still will point, large rogue wave! And Cayne, you just see a massive wave, like 25 feet, heading straight toward the Crimson Fury. And we'll head back to the Tempest. As Captain, you see the seas start to swell up as a large rogue wave heads toward the Crimson Fury.
Ahead or which side of the ship?
It's going to hit it on one of its sides. But the ship is directly ahead of you. You are sailing. Well, you are still moving toward it, but slower since you lowered your sails or raised your sails.
And we can't turn in towards the roadway.
You'd have to fix your rudder.
Get that rudder back on mine or we're all dead. Get that rudder
Sorry,
back
coughing
in
fit.
operation.
Yep, sorry, Captain. Coughing fit. Aye, Captain, fix the rudder. This could either be a presence engineering, or if you were to have Rix do it, then you'd get in your choice.
Presence engineering, you say?
Yes.
Difficulty?
2.
I'll roll it. Give you a threat. I'm spinning our momentum.
And you were, holy shit, you were worried. Gain 2. As your helmsman reports you, Captain, I got the rudder back!
Turn us into the wave.
Come on, girl, turn! Turn! As your ship is able to turn itself into the wave, you notice that the wave hits the Crimson Fury directly in its sides, and one of its masts falls into the water.
Are we
Taking
still
the brunt
climbing
of the wave on its side. You're probably at the top of the wave now when it hits the other ship. So you're on the slide down now.
Turn the ship to port. Ready cannons.
I think that's an order for Rix.
Hey, Captain! Ready cannons! Open gun ports on my command! Captain, tell me when we're alongside!
Hopefully there's enough momentum that the ship is kind of drift a little bit towards the pirate vessel.
Yeah, we can say that.
When we're almost about to hit them, she's going to say, "Open fire!"
Open gun ports! Fire! Fire!
All right, Rix, give me a presence command difficulty 2. Oh, and Cayne, you are noticing that the ship is getting closer and definitely seems ready to bear the full broadside of the Tempest.
Presence command, not presence security.
Oh, I said presence security, sorry.
Okay.
Or I meant presence security.
No, that's something else. Okay. Fire tool, what does that do? If you make an attack... Oh no, that's thing. Never mind. I'll... Let's see. I'll just give you a threat for bolt. That's enough.
And Kier, you get into range, you yell fire, and all your guns fire, ripping holes into the side of the ship. And Cayne, you have to dodge a lot of wooden shrapnel flying your way.
Cayne will jump out of the way. He'll just say to himself, "Man, if I didn't know better, they were actually trying to sink the ship." And he'll run off to find Captain Bloody Jack.
The captain standing on the bridge. All hands! Prepare to return fire! Send them to Davy Jones' locker!
He'll run up. Captain Bloody Jack, she may still be interested in talking.
I think that broadside on the disabled ship shows clear her intentions.
Trust me. If, and hear me out, let me explain. If you were to surrender, I'm sure you can still get some supplies.
Give me a presence command. This is probably going to be a difficulty of 4.
All right.
And I'll make it since I have all this threat a complication 2.
Okay. Okay, so presence command. Reviewing my talents. Not really any talents. Okay. What about focuses? Not really, unless I stretch it, which I'm not going to. I mean, could I use my determination against the value, act with confidence even if you don't feel confident? Because I am definitely not sure she's going to take this.
Sure.
Okay. Alright, so that would be one of the dice. Critical success, but I have to buy it, right? So that would be effect.
Or counts as one of your other ones. You know, one of your normal 2.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Alright, so that would be 2 successes. And then if I use threat to buy a third die, effectively, would I roll 2 with the third one a success?
Yeah.
Okay. Or I guess I could roll 3, but I'm using the determination value. Okay. Alright, so in complication 2...
So are you buying any dice, or...?
I am, yeah. He'll use a threat to buy another dice.
Alright, so you would roll 2 dice, and then just click on determination. Use.
Gotcha. Actually, this could stop the fight, so he'll burn one more threat and then a momentum for an extra dice. So, what is that, 3 total?
Yep, you roll 3, and click on determination use.
Cool.
Does it stand? That's close.
It has to. Yeah, I can't re-roll because it's commands. I don't think this is worth burning a value. Yeah, I mean, the only other thing I could do is use Faith of the Heart to get a momentum. And I could try using momentum, I guess, to re-roll one of the non-successes. If the GM would allow. Nope. Alright, so effectively there's nothing I can do. Okay, well, Faith of the Heart to add a momentum to the pool, I guess. So. Thank you much.
She will think for a moment, have this angry look in her eyes, and then say, "Return fire!"
Alright, get your ship rammed. I'm not the captain. He'll back away. And he will be trying to plan his escape.
So, as the ship returns fire, the one that you sabotaged, when that one shoots off, it shoots into the other, the other mast, causing the second main mast to fall over as well. As the Tempest, you are peppered with some shells of the return blast, but some of them do hit your ship, causing some shrapnel and debris to fly. But they definitely did not hit you with the same figure you hit them with. as the other mast falls off of, starts to fall into the other side of the ocean, causing the ship to list at almost 45 degrees.
All right. So Cayne on the Crimson Fury will be like, well, my work here is done. He's going to look around for any lifeboats on the side of the ship.
There is a single rowboat in the middle of the ship.
He is going to look around to see if anybody is currently looking at him. And if not, he is going to attempt to get that rowboat in the water.
Give me a control engineering diff 2.
Okay. Roll engineering. Take a threats. Yeah. He'll take it.
Gain 1. And yeah, you're able to lower the boat.
Cool. All right. He'll look around and yeah, he'll just shout as long as he's sure that the boat will make it into the water and nobody's going to stop him. He'll just say, well, Captain, it was great meeting you. I have to say I probably left the ship a little bit better than, the way I found it. I just want to say, might want to work on your crew training if you make it out of this alive. But got to make it back to my own ship. So maybe see you later. And then he'll cut it. Get into the ocean.
As you taunt her, she is going to take her sword and throw it at you.
That's fair.
And as it flies at you, it starts heading right towards your head, and the butt of the sword handle hits you right in the forehead as you fall into the boat as it splashes into the water.
Is Cayne knocked out?
It depends if you want to avoid or not. But you will take what would this be? You'll probably take 2 stress, and you could avoid it by taking 2 stress, or you could take the injury.
He'll take 2 stress.
All right. Captain Kier. You see the other mess on the Crimson Fury fall to the water. You see the lifeboat fall into the water, and you see Commander Holden fall into the boat as well after getting hit in the noggin with a sword.
High speed is enough. This computer and simulation.
And the ship goes back to the holodeck with Cayne lying on his back in the center of the room.
Commander Cayne, are you alright?
Is he currently knocked out?
No. Holodeck safeties and all that. You just got like a little red mark from where the sword hit you in the noggin.
Gotcha. I have a splitting headache, Commander? Yeah, I guess I'm okay. He'll get to his feet. So, what'd you guys think?
I suppose it was somewhat fun.
Was there enough wood for you, Rex?
I suppose it was.
Well, what about you, Commander? How'd you like being captain for a little bit?
I think being a starship captain and a sea captain are two very different things. But thank you for the opportunity.
Of course. Commander, I just
What
wanted
I'm
you
more
to...
interested in is why you enjoyed so much being a captive.
He'll glance over at Rex. Well, you know, being in charge of an entire department aboard the ship is, well, can get tiring. It's nice to just go with the flow for a little bit. And I had a conversation with Captain Bloody Jack. I think she found me to be a bit of a charmer.
I have no doubt.
Well, I do have to say, thank you both for playing today. I do have to say that, well, everyone else who enjoyed this holodeck program successfully completed it and either defeated Bloody Jack or negotiated some sort of resolution. But I'll be sure to note to my engineering friends that we basically did the same thing.
Always making things a competition, aren't you?
Well, when you're used to winning like I am, you come to accept competitive nature of, well, almost everything.
Well, I suppose you make your own dice, Mr. Cayne.
Well, all right. Well, as good as we all look in these clothes, I probably use some pain relievers. Got a bit of a splitting headache after that one, and I'm sure that we could all use a nice night's rest before duty shift tomorrow.
You two go on ahead. I'll just looking at his uniform laying on the side. I'm gonna have to change before I exit.
All right. Well, suit yourself. I think everybody might get a kick out of seeing you walk back to your quarters and, well, your current costume. But Commander Kier?
The problem is my current costume would disappear if I exited.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
But I'm sure you'd appreciate the sight, Commander Cayne.
Ha. Well, Rex, we're getting to know each other better, but we'll get to know each other a little bit more.
Yes, and I don't know if it is for the better.
Well, either way, I can promise if I find any other good holodeck programs like this one, you two, and he'll point to both of them, will be the first on my list. Commander Kier, and he'll motion to the door. After you.
Thank you, Commander. I'm definitely going to head back to my quarters to dry off.
All right. Well, I'll walk with you. And he'll step out of the holodeck.
As they both step out, Rex is for a moment he goes to put on his uniform, but then he interrupts himself and looks back at the door just to check that no one's more coming in, and just computer resume program.
And I think with that, we'll call that the end of Tempest and Glory.